Uh, I'm a
You know,
speaker. That's interesting. That's
this wasn't
interesting.
letting me speak.
Because I didn't start the event. No, I started the event.
Okay.
That's interesting. We're getting people. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Waiting
They're
for the
gonna get so
others.
disappointed.
Why? Where is my... How do you say Kabul in English?
Your notes.
My notes. Where, Kosi is close to the top of descent. Where is he?
Is up there.
Up there, 36. Currently we have 3 people. Grab a seat and we're waiting for the others.
Try to grab a nice and cold monster.
That as well, I can grab a monster. Let me send the link for this. Dario is requesting to speak. Do you wanna speak, Dario? Don't spam the request. Watch his app. Actually, do you think it's a good idea to create a WhatsApp group for Africana specifically, not our urban gigs?
Good idea.
What?
It's a good idea.
Okay. Darius said yes. That's interesting. I mean, why not? We can. And let's go.
I mean, Bonnie has it.
Yeah,
And they were more active there.
Yeah, they're active on WhatsApp. We
They're
should
a big family.
should create a big event, a big meetup of event. You know, I think at Om Sean's they were having a braai one day, one braai. I think.
No, they've had a lot of prizes with them.
That's true. They've had a lot of braais between them. Currently we are 8. Where is Rian 9? Emilio. Waiting for Emilio now. And Josh, I see that you're always in and out. Here, the stage channel specifically for someone speaking. Not everyone has the permission to speak unless you request to speak. So don't worry if you can't speak, if we can't hear you, because you're not supposed to be heard.
Well, Lord Rupert said some interesting things on the 2 threads that we showed.
Yeah, Rupert said so. Bro, the thing with the airframes, you can put the airframe straight into FS Chat. I think it takes, it loads the airframe when you click on open the same brief. That's gonna make life easier. I'm excited for this. How far am I from top of descent? Do I have time to speak? 16:26. I have 20 minutes more or less. Yeah, that's enough. Seven up. Bright wants to speak. Mubanga doesn't have a chair. Give him a chair. That's some space for him, guys. Let him see it. Sprite, buen dia.
I just wanted to say that we're about 30 minutes from top of descent, so you have enough time to speak.
Alright, thank you. 30. I have 20 and I'm behind you, so that mathing correctly. But okay,
Well, when I saw it was 30, so...
It's fine. Thanks. Okay, should we start this?
You can start.
I'm excited for this. Oh boy. Dario doesn't know how to check top of the set. Open the performance page, you'll see TOD there with C/D something.
Oh, would you look at that?
That's perfect, right? Africana Ops.
No, not that.
That as well.
We can have HR managers, operations manager, operations assistants in V2.
Do they need to have a premium? Please tell me no.
I don't know. I'm reading still.
Alright. Okay, ladies and gents. Welcome
Who's the
to... The lady is you, my friend. You are the lady.
Oh, sick.
Welcome to Africana Lighting Up the Future. Thus, I organized this event, so we can meet each other, firstly. You don't usually sit in a voice chat all together. But today is a Sunday, it's very impressive. We had 5 people doing a group flight together from Maputo. Some of them dropped, another ones came, we're still 5 I think. But yeah, thank you for joining the group flight, guys. Now, main topic today is Africana FS Charter V2, which is coming out on the 5th November. So we have a goal before that, this year, yes. Before that we have a goal. I posted the goal a few days ago. You can see our goal is to raise 200 million on FS Charter. And that is for a very big expansion plan. That expansion plan includes a new hub for Africana and some fleet additions to operate on that new hub. Mobile is typing. For some reason I get this one. I lose focus when someone is typing. But yeah. Oh, should I mention the new aircraft that are coming to this?
No, I think people already know what new aircraft are coming. It's not difficult. It's not difficult.
But okay, firstly the hub. The new hub, we're about to open a hub at North Africa. North Africa, specifically in Algeria. The closest point we get to Central Europe. That being Algiers. Our new hub will be Algiers, Delta Alpha Alpha Golf. Specifically Algiers, firstly because they support the 380, which is
good.
We'll be operating 380s out of there. And it's close to Europe. You can do 2 to 3 hour flights to Europe flying a 737. We can easily attend those big events in Europe that we all like, the crowded events, the crowded ATC. We'll be able to operate on those events using Africana without having to fly a long haul there. So, together with the Algiers hub, we bring a few new aircraft, which are 3 heavies and 2 medium aircraft. Medium aircraft because I see that not many people are flying mediums, but we can increase that gradually. We'll see how it goes. Currently we're buying one 737-800 and an A320neo to operate from Algiers. And to add the heavy aircraft that we're adding are a retro. I wouldn't know if this is a retro, but it's one of the old ones. the MD-11. Imagine the MD-11 with Africana colors. Impressive,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
We are adding a 787-9 and a 4-engine aircraft. Guess one 4-engine aircraft. What do you guys think we're getting? Okay,
drive?
NAS
No.
said 747. Daddy is saying a 340. Let's go.
We already have a
Throw
747.
the guesses. DC-9, MD. I mean, I'm telling a 4-engine aircraft. Guess the 4-engine aircraft.
What is it?
No need to spam the plates. No need to spam the plates.
God, what? Guys.
The Antonov, yeah, Antonov is an interesting one.
Airbus A390. I'll be sure to
A390.
ask the Emirates CEO what they're gonna pressure Airbus to make one. We're not gonna have a Russian plane.
Yeah, it's not it's not a Russian plane.
However, one person here got it right. One person here got it right. I'm not gonna tell you who got it right. However, one person got it right.
Guys,
You
I
guys
have
have
quick
quick
thing.
fingers. Yeah, go
That's
first.
true.
Must be very happy with you guys.
The Griffiths will be very happy for real. But yeah, the plane, the 4-engine plane is a 340-600 to operate from Algiers as well. This is gonna be fun, guys. Dario, I don't know where you got that information. I don't know who you spoke to, who leaked the information to you, but yeah, Africana VA, what the fuck? But alright, about the expansion, that's it. With the hub in Algiers, we'll probably open new routes to Heathrow, to Warsaw, to Madrid, maybe Barcelona as well. And a few other airports within Europe. Now,
Obviously.
that 200 million, which is a goal for us until, it's specifically until before the release of V2, is because on V2 the dynamics change completely. So the ways that we make money on V2 are a bit different. The profit works different because there's a lot of new stuff, which today's, we'll talk about them in a few minutes.
Uh-huh.
You better know that you should be ready for this.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the new big features. The 200 million should be only for Africana specifically. But will benefit both because, oh, and I forgot to mention, one business jet. We need to get one business jet for Africana. Shots.
We don't know which one, but yes.
Wait, you still don't know which business jet? I'm taking, I can take options. You can write it in the chat, that's
We're
fine.
not going to be democratic, by the way.
Yes, we're not going to be good democratic, but write your options. Write your ideas.
Exactly.
Frelimo. Look at this, bro. No, Mozambique better than...
This here is a man of culture.
This is a man of culture for real. Cessna Mustang. But yeah.
So we don't. A business jet can range, by the way, guys, from a little citation to a
Don't
737 BBJ. So
Don't spam. But yes, can range from a
don't
citation.
spam. Behave.
Yes,
He
behave.
will touch you.
Otherwise, you'll sit outside. It can range all the way from small citation, as they said, CJ4, or 737 BBJ. So we're accepting options. We're accepting, if you have ideas, we'll consider them. We can't guarantee that we'll get those planes, but we accept the options. Alright, one other thing that's coming with FS Charter V2 is partnerships. The ability to partner with other airlines for a lot of new stuff. Those new stuff can include FBO sharing, like hangars. You can share hangars with the other airlines. You'll understand more when today's explains them to you. But you can share hangars, the networks kind of interchange because sometimes passengers will want connecting flights. So those connecting flights would be one airline can fly them from one hub to another. Once they land on the other hub, another partner airline can pick the passenger and distribute them to the smaller airports. That's basically a new concept of demand on FS charter that's coming. So we will reshape a bit our network based on the demand of V2. We have to study a bit of the demand. We have to study V2 before actually doing something. Because we cannot just buy planes and open routes. It won't work that easy on V2. So we will be, as you know, Africana is part of WorldTravel Virtual Airline Aliance. Currently the only
90% of the people here do not know what you just said.
That's true, but I think you've seen in our liveries, we have a little logo there close to the door. When you're walking into the plane, if you don't notice that logo, you're not doing your ground inspection properly on your plane. You have to do your walk rounds properly so you can see that logo.
Yep.
But yeah, WorldTravel Virtual Airline Alliance is about to start booming, and this is a nice picture that you sent us. So we might have one partner as soon as we open, but more on that will come along this month. Still fixing everything with the partner. So partnership will work as follows. We have our airline operating from Southern Africa and Northern Africa on V2. We'll have partners from the different continents where we can merge our networks for the connecting flights, and that will help us. It will increase our profits, and we might share some resources. At some point, we might actually encourage people to fly it for the partner airlines if needed. And more on that about the partnership to come. So there's a few things that you'll have to do once V2 comes. Those including updating your plugins. If you're using Explain or Microsoft Flight Simulator, all of us will have to update the plugins. There'll be a new version of the plugins where Sudais will explain it as well. Leave it for Sudais. I think that's more about it from me. Sudais, I think this is where you grab the mic. I'll take a seat and listen now because I also want to learn.
Okay,
the stage is all yours.
Thank you. 1 second, I need to take my shirt off. It's getting hot in here. So, as I do that,
already.
I'd like to start with a little joke. Why did the Airbus cross the runway?
Wow.
Because it wanted to get to the other side.
Oh.
Okay, tough crowd. Anyway, here's how it's gonna go. First of all, we would like to say that we do not know. We have an idea of how V2 works, but we do not know V2. Because from what I've seen, there's a lot of screenshots that I see that do not make sense because people are just posting teasers, right? However, I do have information on what theoretically should work once V2 is released. The first one is obviously that, as Benicio said, we're going to have partnerships. But what does it change for us as pilots? That is the question. So, to start off, we do not have, as you can see on V1, you have to have your type ratings, you have to have your hours so that you can fly planes. For V2, that will not be necessary. For V2, we will most definitely, you can just create an account and then you apply for an airline. And that airline will assess you, us will assess you, and we'll be like, okay, you can fly our planes. Now here's the thing. I am the operations officer, so I will make all of you do your. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna make it in an efficient manner. Something that we are also, what I also saw is that within the airline we can have our own ranks, so that's going to be interesting. Another thing is that I just recently discovered is that the airlines themselves can create company routes. So you won't have SimBrief giving you a wrong route ever again, because for every route that we open, we're going to have a company route associated for it with the cost index, with everything. That is one thing.
That's interesting.
Another thing is, as Benicio said, is we are going to have FBOs, operation centers, and hangars. What also is to say is whoever was with us in Flight World will probably understand how this works. It's basically like this. When you fly, the airline will have to pay. So, at some sort of tax. So, make sure to actually fly so that we can cover those taxes. I do not know how that works, obviously. All I know is we have our hangars as well. We can probably use the partnership hangars. And that's that. The website is a bit confusing for me. I read through it like twice. I should have read it more, but oh well, here we are. Also, we are going to have slots.
Before you continue,
So,
on the hangar side, I don't know if this affects the pilots as well, but the company itself, if someone ends a flight, leaves the plane at the apron, the plane stays at the apron. So you pay parking fees even if the plane is not flying, and the plane also gets ward. I think it's ward. That's the word. The depreciation of the value of the plane, because it's an asset which is standing in the sun or whatever. They actually simulate that on V2 now. So in a way, if the plane is sitting for a long time without flying, I would probably have to put them in a hangar so that they stay safe, they don't lose their value. That affects a lot on how we manage our fleet, how we manage the places where we leave the aircraft. If we fly the aircraft to somewhere where we don't have a hangar, we cannot just leave the aircraft there for days, because it will cost us a bit. So we have to, I'll see how can I plan to work around those costs, those fixed costs, when the plane is outside of the base. And I'll let you know as it goes as well. You continue, please.
yeah, so I think that covers it for the pilot side. From what I understood as well is that we can configure our planes. It's like in terms of classes. I still don't know what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. We have an idea, as Benicio was joking. We're gonna go full Ryanair style and put everything in full economy, so you'll fly always on full payload. But we can also adjust ticket prices from what I understood here. I don't know if it's ticket prices or the flight prices. It's something to do with it. And more importantly is the demand system has changed. Once again, we do not know how the demand system works. Even for View 1, we do not know how it works. What we do know is that most likely we will be able to fly big planes out of Nakala.
Yes,
Because we might have ways of getting passengers there. Which means that we're gonna need you guys to actually fly when because the demand system has to keep getting recycled. You can't just let it be You can't just. You can obviously life gets in the way, but we're gonna need you to fly for us to understand how V2 works, so that we can get a move on and progress through the company. Other than that, I really can't have anything else to say. I know that the database is getting updated, but I do not know what they're gonna put. I do not know what they're gonna remove. However, there is a new database overhaul coming soon with planes that we've never seen before on V1. So I think that's gonna. I think one person here is gonna be very happy with that.
And Mubanga wanted to speak. Raise your hand again, Mubanga, so I can put you up.
You can also do this.
Africana leg room before V2. This is interesting. Africana room and V2 through. Welcome,
Hi.
Mubanga. Hi.
So, I just wanted to bring to your attention what you mentioned about the departure taxes. The departure taxes and airport parking fees. So, I understand if, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand you did mention that if we parked the aircraft on the apron, on the main apron, and left it there, the company would get charged more than it would if we parked in the hangar. Confirm that's correct?
I think it's not necessarily up to you to taxi the plane to the hangar, but
Okay.
Once you finish a job, the plane stays there. I think that's up to the airline's management now to move the plane to a hangar if no one else is flying it.
All right. Okay. And so does that mean that the same airline management will have to bring it back to the apron when we request for a job?
That's a very good question. Something we can.
That's a good
I
question.
think we can only learn
don't
once we get there.
think so.
But I don't think so. Yeah.
Logic dictates that it wouldn't make much sense for that to happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Because what they want is for you to fly, so you can probably just spawn in. Something else that I recently learned is that the way that we're gonna do our jobs is gonna be a bit different because we're actually gonna pay for fuel now. So right now, this is the way that I do it because I find it to be easier. Is I usually start the tracker, then I put my fuel in and my payload in. On V2, we're gonna have to put it before activating the tracker because the fuel purchases work differently and we may get overcharged. But that's just it. I really don't have much more to say. Benicio, if you have anything else to say, you're probably on the same page as me. I don't think there's anything more relevant to say.
All right. I just wanted to find out about the parking and how that will be working. And I was actually excited when I heard you mention about that because it's quite a realistic feature. That planes do get charged in real life for parking on the apron.
And by the way, for who didn't know, Mubanga is the one speaking now. He is the current manager of Africana Charters. I don't know why he's not doing his work. Complain to him if you have any problem with charters, but he's supposed to be doing his work.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm just super busy with work, and I get to have like a little time in the night when I get back home, and then at 4 a.m. I'm back at the airport, back home at 7 p.m. and it's a bit hard for me to rest, study, and all that. But I'm trying.
I'm just joking. Real life is a priority.
No worries.
Real life is a priority. That's true.
It's hectic.
Nas also requests to speak. Come up, Nas. No need to bring the chair. Leave your chair there. Hello.
Yeah, so first of all, good flying, everybody. So I just came here to advocate for the rights of retro aircraft within our fleet. Not primarily within the big one, but I think that Africana Charters it's kind of become my family. You know, I spent 23 hours flying, and I plan on doing that a bit longer. So I would really appreciate if we could push it a little bit more. I suggest the purchase of a 747 especially, and I will be willing to do charter flights to boost the airlines and like subsidiary value. And yeah, I'm mostly gonna be doing holiday flights, especially during the winter season, next to obviously my own pilot studies. Okay, guys, I'm not 24/7 online. But yeah, so that's my plan. I really hope that we can all come to an agreement and say, yes, Nas, that is a great idea. And yeah, the profits are definitely going to come in, especially towards you, sir, the manager of Air Africana Charters. This is kind of my PBO towards you as a, yeah, author, like, yeah, just as my, basically, employer, so to say. That's my request. And especially, Benicio, of course, to you as well. I'm playing to all of you, of course. Plane's getting washed in the hangar.
I've got another question. And this is with regards to fuel. I understand that, I don't know how many of you guys have operated on, there's this platform that I was flying on before I came to FS Charter, Fly the World, I think, FTW, if I'm not mistaken.
Africana was there.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. I just wanted to find out if V2 is going to have the option of allowing a company to be a fuel supplier, because I understand that would be like another way of making money.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. What I saw is there is FBOs for other companies to use, like hangars, service centers, operation centers. Not sure about fuel specifically, but you can have a hangar that another airline can jump up at Maputo and say, hey, can I use your hangar? That's a way to make revenue as well.
Oh, that's cool.
That's nice, yeah.
Can you also buy gates?
I think you have you have slots at the airport, something like that. I don't think it specifically sends you to specific gates, but it tells you that you can operate here.
Because you could also buy, you know, where I come from, I'm not gonna name any names, but you could buy like hubs, airports, right? And you could buy like certain gates and stands, and you would get like maybe 10-20,000 each time another airline parked there, or yeah, just arrived there. So I don't know if that's gonna be a feature as well, but it would make sense.
I mean, from an airline side, I don't think it does make sense for you to receive the airport's profit specifically, but I don't know, maybe it's something that's coming as well. Still to look. You haven't. There is a closed beta of V2 currently happening, but some of the other airlines in FS Charter already operating on V2, doing the beta testing, and they send information about V2 in FS Charter Discord. If you guys want to look at it, if you go to FS Charter website, there's a Discord symbol at the top. Just join the Discord. There's a lot of V2 channels where you can look at the people commenting about V2. You can ask questions as well. It's a really nice update coming.
Alright. We'll definitely try and ask most of these questions there, if that's the case. But you did mention that there'll also be an option for a standalone operations center. Confirm?
Yes, operations center are the core hubs. Actually, I just read that line from the documentation.
No worries, I understand. And if that's possible, what about the maintenance side? Will there be an option? I know I'm not supposed to be asking you this because you're not the one who created V2, but because you're the one who went through most of the document. So I just wanted to find out again, if somebody can set up like a small, like for instance Africana, imagine having Africana maintenance. So Africana maintenance in this case, maintaining the aircrafts of others, maybe your check A or your 100-hour check, 50-hour check, things like that.
Yes. There is service centers, yes. You can use your partner service sensors, you can have your own service sensors, and service sensors would be used for C checks, D checks, which are the longer ones, and cabin reconfiguration. If you want to change the seat configuration, you can change the tail numbers as well, and there are different sizes of the service sensors as well. I think the size is, I'm not sure about this now, but I think the size affects what planes can you put there. What planes can you maintain at those sensors, yeah. The small, medium, and large sensors.
That's more realistic, and that actually makes sense. I love that feature because it makes a lot of sense. It wouldn't make sense if it would have two 747s in a hangar that only can accommodate two Cessna 172s. That would be very tough.
That's true.
Yeah. But thank you so much for answering most of my questions. And yeah, you can send me back to the audience. I'm tired of standing.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that I just read now is automatically hangering aircraft. I have the documentation open right now. It's basically saying FS Charter automatically attempts to place general aviation aircraft into hangars when appropriate. There's an option to manually hangering aircraft as well, and you actually have to move to the hangar and remove out of the hangar. Okay. I need to read more through this and see what more information I can give you guys.
We need V2.
We need V2, that's it. We need V2.
The way that I learned to fly was to mash random keys until something worked.
I think we all did that on VATSIM at least, didn't we?
We need it for V2 because this is very weird.
Now I actually want to ask you, Mobanga, today's. Do you think that we need to also open a hub? We have to make it a hub for Africana charters as well in Algiers? Or you guys think it's fine to keep it based at Maputo, but the planes can reach at Algiers anytime?
Well, obviously we're gonna have the partnership, so I think the planes will be able to have the facilities that we have there. I don't think it's necessary. Honestly, I don't know how the logic of the program will work. However, it doesn't make sense to make that a hub too. If it's like not expensive, then we can. But I'm given to understand that charters is still gonna be basically the same, where people can take them to wherever they want.
Yes.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. Exactly. Your point, that was what I was trying to get to as well. I just wanted to mention that it wouldn't really be necessary at this point to have those hubs, because the whole point of a charter is to be able to get people to different airports that are not on the route of that particular airline. So having a hub there, well, just as the captain mentioned, it will be easy. It will be good if it's cheap. If it's cheap, we can do it. But we're looking at managing costs here, and if it's expensive, obviously it's something that we can just stand down on and continue with our daily operations and continue growing bit by bit. I really wouldn't want to put a lot of things together because we already have a sister company, the sister company being Africana Virtual Airways. So the charter will just remain as it is. Let the development work on the bigger side, and Africana charters will learn from the bigger point of view. So yeah, let's not complicate charters for now. Let's just try and leave them where they are and see how we can work best maybe in the next 2 years based on the Africana Virtual Airlines progress over the time.
Alright, so about the new aircraft for your side, Mobanga, for charters, there's that one business jet incoming. Now, Erkan is shouting that he wants a retro for Traxxas. If you make an agreement with him, if he flies enough, let's see what he does. If you can get convinced by Erkan, you let me know what aircraft you wanna add to Traxxas as well.
Yeah.
I'll leave you that responsibility.
Yeah, you remember the way I came to you asking if I could get the Embraer for the chart? Yeah, I think it's coming. The only, basically the only reason that I'll be glad to approve is if he commits, if he tells me that he's committed to flying the plane as many times as possible, generating income, because that's the whole point. But if we're gonna get a plane and have it on ground, then it's not going to be something that we would want to do. So let us try and get something, use it to its fullest potential, and try and develop as well and work on other things. Like the way I got that Embraer, I've been flying that thing like non-stop. I don't know how many hours I've built, and currently I'm flying it out of North America to Cape Verde, and I just want to get that thing back to Maputo now. I am exhausted. So if you will convince me that that's what you're going to do, then we'll definitely work something out.
So let's see how you do with that business jet, Erkan. That's basically what your manager is telling you. If you're able to use that business jet to its potential and show him that you can fly, he'll make something happen for you.
Yeah.
Right, anything to add, Stace?
Nothing.
What I would say is, firstly, to all of you, anyone have any questions, concerns, comments, just raise your hand. I'll push you up to the stand. No need to bring your chair again. No one wants to speak.
Good. I like facilities. They're very quiet.
Okay, Erkan wants to speak. And that last transmission on Batson was static for whoever is transmitting on Batson.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so I definitely agree. I'll definitely make it worth. I mean, I gave my promise, and I don't make false promises. I don't know you guys. I don't know. You guys are like my family now. I only know you guys for like a week, but yeah, I'm kind of stuck with you guys. I was complaining at first. I was like, nah, Nisio, never in my life I'm gonna fly 20 hours, and yeah, I did. So in the end, I am a man of my word in a way. So yeah, as a business jet, by the way, I suggest Phantom 300 because I don't know, I can watch YouTube videos on it while I fly, so, yeah. That's my idea, and, yeah, I definitely want to boost charges a little bit, and, actually, I think for those small prop planes, we have a good selection. Maybe we can get a Cessna 172, maybe.
That's a good idea.
For trainee pilots.
I'll also use it.
Because I've been helping Fabio a little bit I haven't heard from him by the way, 2 days ago. I've been helping him a little bit, and he needs a lot of time to still get into everything. So that's why I suggest that we have like a smaller option, because the PC-12 is sophisticated, TBM is sophisticated. Okay, the 208 is fine. It's okay if you have like some knowledge, but to people that are genuinely learning, like general air traffic and general like laws and rules, I think we need something smaller, because it's just too big of a step, I think.
I hear you.
But that's just my
I'm on mute.
Yeah, that's true. That was me. I was just trying to say that I also thought of that some time back. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. In the long run, it's a great idea. Just having like one plane basically that someone can learn on, and yeah, before they move on to. In fact, I think this plane could also be used for new people to learn how.
Software itself works.
how the
exactly.
Africana system works.
So good point,
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my intention as well when I said that. So I think that's also a good opportunity to meet people into the whole sphere and how the program and aircraft works in general.
Okay, that's good.
And
The point of view.
we want to make some marketing as well. We want to kind of create an image for Africana. So I might be opening some vacancies on marketing and social media. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I got some friends that can make edits, so I can definitely. If you just send me footage, I can definitely get something. We can post something
Yeah.
out of it.
I mean, we cannot rely
can
on someone
also-
from outside.
You can voice over. You can
Wait,
voice
No, they're
over.
good friends of mine.
Alright.
You can voice over the passenger announcements. Seeing as you are a voice actor.
That as well, that's a good idea. I see that everyone has landed Maputo. I'm the last aircraft to arrive. Interesting. Alright, if no one
Ganun.
else has any other questions, thank you guys for tuning in. We are happy to see what's coming for V2. We're excited for this. I hope you guys are also excited for this. Daddy wants to say something. Okay, not anymore. I hope you guys are excited for this as well. As we go along V2, we might create one of these stages again so we can update ourselves on the system, update on our progress, and any changes we need to make. We can plan that as well. I won't smash the runway, Dario. What was your landing rate, by the way? We still have a challenge. Minus 68. I'm flying a 737 on a almost 4 kilometer runway. I'm about to pull a 2 feet per minute landing. And yeah, I want to start a new challenge. We already have pilots of the week, which counts towards counted by hours. The guys with the most hours on FS charts get 2 pilots of the week. We always post the top 5 pilots of the week of the month. A new challenge I want to add. This is to encourage people to flying locally as well. Flying the mediums is number of flights in conjunction with the hours. I don't know if I used the correct word, but yeah, we will have one challenge with the hours and one challenge with the number of flights. If we are able to make people fly enough and still make the hours locally, that will help the new demand system. Will help ourselves with managing the traffic, the new demand system, the new network structure. So let's see how it goes. I want to see people flying more locally Africana. Those 1 hour flights with Africana, either within Mozambique. And we're getting ourselves some controllers so we can control Mozambique even more. Currently me and Sudeis are the rated controllers here. I can control area basically anywhere, and Sudeis can control ground. Let's do our best for that. Let's populate Mozambique a bit. Any last words to this? I'm about to land.
No, nothing. Just guys, please fly. I wanna buy the MD-11. Please.
Please.
Please. And that's basically it. When we open the base in Algiers, I probably will be flying mostly in Europe. And typically now what happens is because of uni, I intend to do longer flights. So if you guys are busy during the day, you guys can turn your PC on and then turn your PC settings to minimum. That way you don't even waste that much electricity and you can still rack up hours. That's the way that I do it. That's why I'm always on top. If you guys want to fly and contribute more to our society, please do. Much appreciated.
Again, we're not a democracy. You're my slaves. the limo way. No way, that's on my stream. I'm not. I don't
Yeah,
keep
you
those
said
words.
it. You said it.
Oh damn. But yeah, thank you for
That was
joining,
great.
guys. Sprite wants to speak. Come up, Sprite. Don't bring your chair.
Yeah, to me, yeah, to me. I like it.
Okay guys, since we're gonna pay fuel, I think we could implement single engine taxi so we can save.
Bro is on a Reiner core. we're not at low cost yet. Relax, man. We can offer some comfort.
Okay.
But I mean, let's see how it goes. If it's needed, maybe I'll start forcing people to taxi on one engine. I'll start forcing
Well,
you.
as it is, already forces me to put cost next to the 5.
I mean, that's just a start.
500.
Maybe I'll start telling you guys to not park on jetways because those are expensive as well. No more
400.
stairs. Use your own air stairs from the plane.
But no, from the plane,
300.
bring your airstairs from home.
Bring your air stairs from home. Not even the plane has air stairs. Okay, let me land, guys. Stay on cockpit.
200.
1 second.
Anyway, that was it. Thank you very much,
100.
guys, for coming. Actually, that might have
50.
sounded good. Thank you very much,
30.
guys, for participating.
20.
Yeah, fly and let's colonize FS Shuttle V2 because
Yeah.
I do not like seeing one having more hours than us.
Africana 207, you just missed the runway.
Push. What is that? Where's telling me that I missed a runway? Alright, guys, you're free to go. And yeah, let's bring the competition to FS Shuttle. Let's get on top, even on VATSIM. One of our next objectives will be to bring Africana to a VATSIM partnership. If we have a VATSIM partnership, there are some interesting requirements to that. Some of them include flying
Stop
hours.
talking. Now said, let's add MiG-29s to our fleet to hunt down Bonner planes. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for coming.
Alright. Alright. F-35s. Nah, what does... We can use the... Wait, what planes does...
Guam has MiG-21s.
MiG-21s. Used to have MiG-21s. Mozambican Air Force, not LAM. Over the traffic, Africana 207 vacated at Bravo, runway 03, caution 05, taxiing via Bravo, and Delta to stand 5. Alright, have a good day,
Africana
gents.
207, I believe you just cracked the runway.
Okay, bro is
Is that it?
walking,
Was it on water?
Yeah, you guys are free to go. Don't forget to please organize the
Okay.
chairs there at the back, please. Just put the chairs together and put it on the corner. Don't just leave them.
Happy landings, yo.
Dario
Happy-
wants to speak.
Happy
Dario
landings,
doesn't
guys.
want to speak anymore. Dario is here speaking.
What do you have to say, Dario?
I just want to say that I think you just made a hole in the runway.
My guy. Stop hating, ne? I got 158. Mine is the closest to 150, as I said.
Yours was harder though.
Sprite careful.
No, closer to 150 is the
Yes,
objective. Mine is...
Brush.
80.
I know we're all gonna talk now. Let's just go to launch 1.
Yeah, let's go to launch one.
Go
Let's
on.
we can go to launch
Last
one.
one to get to launch 1 is gay.